Actually, the stuff right there, that one. Is that
Kentucky?
Bullet? No, it's not Bullet. What's it called?
Bird
Dog. Yeah, that stuff is pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, dog.
I'll take the Howler Head. I don't care.
Really?
Whatever. You said you needed to finish it. I'm here to help.
All right. Well, if you're just tuning in, we are drinking at 10 a.m.
Yeah, it's like
and
Just stopped drinking 9 hours ago.
we're going for the Howler Head. There you go.
Yeah. Howler Head. Yeah, you can put it right in front of me.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Howler Head. Actually, this camera's set up perfectly.
there
if
we
you can
go.
see it. Howler Head.
Yeah.
For when
Banana.
you want really shitty bourbon.
Yeah. Banana bourbon. It's not recommended.
Banana bourbon.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
good.
it's tough.
It's like literally
We had it
infused
the last time.
with
And
banana.
it was not great.
It tastes like, what was that candy that was shaped like fruit?
Oh,
runts. Yeah.
Runts. It does.
I liked the banana runs.
Yeah, well,
Well, let's slug down a bunch of this Howler Head. Reminisce.
I mean, it kind of tastes like somebody just soaked bourbon in banana runs for a couple hours.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I mean, it's not.
Hey, it's drinkable.
Yeah, I mean,
So is Cuse juice.
it gets you drunk. Well, we still haven't tried that.
I don't know.
It'll
seals
get
on
you
it.
drunk.
Yeah, did you see that they did Netflix now?
took it
I think
off.
they took it
They
off.
took it off. He requested.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said until
Yeah.
they pay me.
Yeah, man.
Good for him, man.
I can't believe that they were able to take that and put it on Netflix, the Chappelle Show,
Right.
without like any consultation or anything like that.
It's a wild, wild west out there.
That's
Apparently.
nuts, man.
Does he own the rights for it, though?
Probably not. I'd
I
imagine
would
not.
imagine, I would imagine Comedy Central does.
Yeah. But good for him, man, getting that stuff taken off. I watched
They
2
did it
episodes
almost
at work.
immediately. I heard.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, the backlash probably would.
Yeah.
Well, he
Yeah.
petitioned for it, right? Or-
Right.
He put a video out on
Especially
like
after
his
that SNL episode was so successful.
Yeah. Yeah. He put the episode out or put a video out on like Instagram that was like, listen, I'm not getting paid for this. Don't watch it.
Right.
And then enough people said something or watched it or whatever that Netflix took it down. So
Kind of made me want to watch it.
I know.
'Cause I haven't seen
I just
it.
wa- I just
You
watched
can just turn to Comedy Central and watch it.
Yeah.
I just watched the Charlie Murphy.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 5 fingers say to the face.
Enough of those clips pop up on like Facebook
Yeah,
Watch
yeah.
and
Yep.
YouTube and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's crazy. I streamed the first 2 episodes last week while I was at work right before they took it off. So I was able to sit there and laugh my ass off while I was working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest shows ever.
I know. And it was only 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Only 2 freaking seasons. I don't know how much money he made from that. I was wanting to look that up because, I mean, it was right before the 3rd season aired or right before they started recording it. I forget which, that he just, took off.
Yeah.
It was real prophetic, though.
Well, then he went-
if
then he went-
if you watch all the other episodes and
Yeah.
you just hear some of the things that he says, it's like he knew what was coming.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man.
And then he just disappeared.
And he was
went off the grid.
It was very anti-establishment in Comedy Central.
Yeah. The one thing I was noticing is the difference in his voice. I mean, obviously he's like a hell of a lot older now, but the difference in his voice from back in Chappelle Show days to today is very, very different.
Too many cigarettes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Dude, he was on. What
Yeah.
was he just? He was on SNL. And he was just smoking.
Yeah.
Like right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Like just in there. That's crazy, especially in New York. You know what I mean? Like you can't be inside smoking.
Yeah.
Like,
He'll pay the fine.
establishment.
Yeah, but they do. Like, so many comedy people do that.
Yeah.
Seems like they're the
Yeah.
only one.
That
Like,
guy that drinks
comedians and
scotch.
musicians are the only people
Whatever
that
that guy's
Right.
name is.
can smoke
Old white
indoors.
Yeah.
Um,
Call me Tater Salad.
Yeah.
Who was it? I was just listening to, Donnell Rawlings was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and Chappelle came in for like the last 30 minutes of it and sat in with him, and that was pretty cool. So
That's Ashley Larry, right?
yeah. And so Chappelle said he's going to come back and do like a full episode with Joe Rogan. I think after the inauguration, so that'll be
yeah.
kind of cool.
That'll be good.
Yeah,
That'll be watchable.
yeah, that episode or the inauguration.
Yeah.
So on Halloween,
Oh no.
so on Halloween, we take the picture. which we probably would have used for a thumbnail, but
Yeah.
we weren't recording.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Joel posted on Facebook, and one of Joel's friends here.
Oh, yeah,
was like, "Where'd you
that's
find?" He said, "Where'd you find Clayton Bixby?"
Are you serious?
Oh, my buddy Tree.
Oh my God.
He
Jesus.
I was in the car and I started dying laughing, and I sent a text over to D and I was like, "Oh, did you see what Tree just said?" And he's like, "No." And I was like, "Do you know who Clayton Bixby is?" He's like, "Not really." And I was like, "Look it up."
Yeah.
And it was just like ... Oh my God. Like,
Hilarious. Oh my God.
oh man.
Clayton had more of a scraggly beard though.
Okay, it was the beard. Well, my beard, I
It was
trimmed
longer,
it.
yeah.
okay,
It was scragglier.
Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
It was much more scragglier.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we were just I was
Didn't get any better.
yeah, no, I can't imagine the Howler Head got any better.
Nope.
Didn't sound
Yeah.
like it.
Oh,
Sounds
goodness.
painful.
It's amazing that they're I mean, I'm sure, listen, it's you find kind of like your audience, I guess. You find like those banana freaks out there. And
Yeah.
either that or you just think you're going to pull one over on them. I think what's scary to me about Howler Head as a product is that it's not like a friend made it and I bought the bottle from them. Like
Right.
that was in like a liquor store.
Yeah, that it's like out to the masses.
Yeah, like it's on the shelves at
Yeah.
restaurants around here. So someone
shouldn't
somewhere
have to
drank that and
they
said,
shouldn't have such a cool label
And that's what's going to get me.
yeah.
if it's going to taste so terrible.
When I saw it, my first thought was like monkey shoulder. That has like the monkeys on it as well.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, maybe this is a really good
Yeah.
bourbon, but it's not.
No,
No.
it is not.
Really, it was the monkey in the sunglasses.
But
that
we'll
should
put a
have
dent
tipped
in
me
it.
off.
Don't worry. We'll get this.
I mean, if
We're
we
gonna take
really dissect the label here, a monkey in the sunglasses, that's just, we're
Sold.
asking for trouble right there. Yeah. Speaking of animals, has anybody seen the article about the minks in Denmark that started to come back to life?
No.
You didn't see this? All right. So apparently Denmark has like the world's largest population of minks, like over like tens of millions of them. And mink that they kill for the fur coats, right?
One came up back alive when I was on a lady's neck.
No, listen. They apparently these minks have have mutated some strain of COVID-19.
Wow.
And so they had were doing these tests and all these minks got it. And so they buried 1,000 or thousands of these minks that had died from COVID-19, buried them, and then they came back to life.
It's Pet Cemetery.
Zombie fucking minks. This isn't
I wonder
and
how
this
much
is-
that jacket costs.
this is a legitimate story that it was all over the news yesterday.
What the hell?
From legitimate news sources, not just the Inquirer, but legitimate news sources were posting about this. And so Denmark has now killed, trying to
Re-killed.
kill the entire population of minks, 15 million of them.
Imagine what the
Wow.
price of mink was already
Yeah,
pretty high.
right.
Well, that's
And
what
now
I'm
it's gonna be
saying.
even
Now I
higher.
want
It's gonna
a
be like
zombie
$10 million.
mink.
Now it's got COVID.
Yeah. Zombie mink will be all scraggly.
Yeah.
I would never.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah. That is wild.
I mean, imagine that. Imagine burying all of these little furry animals and then seeing them come back
Because they're
to
not
life.
that big,
It's
right?
no,
They're
not that
only
big.
this big.
Yeah. As they look like cuddly ferrets is kind of what
Yeah.
they look like. Yeah. And they were coming back to life after being dead.
Have to scratch their way to the surface.
Yeah. It's not crazy.
That sucks.
And that news segment was
Imagine
brought to you by
walking-
Howler
Imagine
Head.
walking by and all of a sudden you see just
Oh, my
a bunch of animals crawling
Yeah.
their way out of the
Yeah, man.
out of the ground.
That'd be fucking scary as shit.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
That does sound awful.
Have you guys ever had experiences with haunted things before?
Oh,
I
weird
definitely
shit?
have. We won't talk
They
about the
say
one
that
you're going
the
to talk about.
restaurant's haunted.
Oh,
but
well, I guess we have.
Really?
Never mind.
Sarah.
I see. Every time I'm there alone, I see something.
Really?
Yep.
Well, something happened to you.
It's just a flash of light.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I hear noises in the basement. But
It's not like
when I
the
walk
light-
past the
And
stairwell,
voices in his head.
there's always no. Just the other day, as me and Sarah were talking about it, every time I walk past the stairwell, I see a flash.
Really? It's not Clayton Bixby?
Yeah. Getting ready for the revolution.
He was at the restaurant starting the Thanksgiving dinner that we made for the home.
Yeah.
And we have Alexa in the kitchen, Echo Dot in the kitchen. We use it for like a timer and whatnot. And they were just cooking, quiet, and all of a sudden what did it start playing?
I wanted the songs that you like. I have no idea. It was something, and I turned around, and my oldest daughter was helping out, Jenna Ray, and I turned around, and she was like cutting up squash, and I was like, "Did you just turn Alexa on?" She's like, "No, what even is this song?" She's like all mad. I was like, first of all, it's a song that Natalie likes, so let's calm down.
She's the only one who bought the album.
Yeah, exactly. But I had another, not in the restaurant, when I was like 22. I lived out in Rochester, and I was in my living room in an apartment, and like I heard this like ruckus going on in my kitchen. This is not a lie. I'm not like I don't know what you would consider it, but like I don't get freaked out too easily.
Yeah.
Right. And I wasn't drunk. I wasn't drinking. I wasn't drinking Howler Head. You know, like I was literally just sitting there. It was like after work sometime, and like this crazy noise started coming from my kitchen. So I'm like, what the hell is that? So I get up and I walk into the kitchen, and I'm not shitting you. The cupboards were all opening and shutting, and I was just standing there like, I literally just put my shoes on and walked out of the house. Like, I'm out of here.
So the question is, do you believe?
I don't know what the hell would explain that.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, man.
I was scared shitless.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was thinking of sleeping in my car. You know, like it was.
Yeah,
it was crazy, man. It was wild. That was 20 years ago.
Wow. When the first Paranormal Activity movie came out in theaters, my brothers and I went and saw it in the theaters, and we made sure to go like during the day and not at night. And my oldest brother Robert, who is now married but wasn't at the time, he and I slept in a twin-size mattress that night together because we were so terrified. So I do not do well with like last night I watched I forget the name of it. It's on HBO with Kristen Stewart. It's some like
Underwater thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you really want to see that?
No, I don't. I thought it looked terrible, and I was like,
it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't.
No. It wasn't bad. It was like a.
Did she have her head shaved for that?
Yeah.
One? Yeah.
It was like a combination of like the movie Sphere, if you remember that, back in the day with was it Samuel L. Jackson's in that?
Yep.
And it was
The
like
Abyss.
It was like a combination of that and like Alien.
Okay.
So it was pretty good. It wasn't a great movie, but it was good.
Did she look good in it?
I don't really think Kristen Stewart's attractive.
Yeah, she's hit or miss.
The things that
Sorry, Kristen.
The only thing that bothered me that I was thinking about was like in this movie, the two female lead characters are like half the time they're like in their underwear, like throughout the whole thing.
Very nice. We're gonna have to watch that tonight.
But so that's your reaction. My reaction was like, I wonder how they felt about wearing that. Like it makes no sense. Like, why would they be in their underwear? You know, like
They had to get moviegoers somehow.
yeah. I'm just thinking to myself, like in the storyline, why would they be in their underwear after they come out of their like? I won't spoil the movie for you, but out of their like alien resistant suit. And that's actually there's actually no alien resistant suit. I was going to try and tell you and then hope that you would watch it and then be like,
Then come
looking
back
for
and be
this
like, what the hell, you lied to us.
alien resistant suit.
Don't you know that's just what girls do?
Joel loves it.
We
Yeah,
all
right.
hang out in our
Just hang out in your underwear all the
time.
time. Yeah. Yeah.
Pillow fights.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
jumping on the bed, giggling.
So to make sure we get the Howler Head in the shot
Measure
there.
each other's boob sizes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Not just a day in the life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah.
That's what Darius does too.
That's what.
Yeah, I've never had a girlfriend I was that close with.
We have a special announcement though.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Darius Blue.
Oh yeah, I got engaged.
Oh, did you really?
see,
yes, I
wow.
did. Yeah,
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Look how happy he is.
Wow.
Look at that smile.
big smile.
Oh man.
That's great. Yeah.
I got engaged last Sunday.
Okay. Congratulations, man. How'd you do it?
I mean, it's not a spectacular story. we're getting ready to go to dinner.
Yeah.
And,
It was her birthday.
well, it was, yeah. It was her birthday
celebration.
Yeah, birthday
Okay.
celebration. Her birthday was on the 18th.
Okay.
And Sunday I went and finished paying the ring off and
Nice.
grabbed it and
Yeah.
basically lied to her and told her that, they had misplaced all the documents and the slips, and, they basically told me I owed what the ring cost. So I'm like, we're going to go back and find the receipts. Like, I don't know what's going on. But they won't let me pay it.
She
So
knew that you
she
were
said
proposing.
no.
Yeah.
She knew that you were proposing.
Oh, yeah, she didn't know when.
Yeah.
She had an idea.
Yeah, she had an idea.
Yeah. But she knew that you would like pick. Like, did she pick out the ring or did you?
Actually, I
pick
let her pick it out.
Did you really? Wow.
Yeah, I let her pick it out.
Yeah. That's
Because I'm clueless. I've never.
yeah. Yeah. Listen, I hear you.
I didn't want to mess
Yeah.
up completely.
That's why I took my wife's best friend with me when I picked out the ring, so that way I didn't screw it up.
Right.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, congratulations. Did you
you.
like hide it in a piece of cake or champagne?
No, I thought about it. But no, I just basically wrapped my arms around her,
Hit it in the
while she was
rice.
getting ready to go, and
Yeah. There you go.
popped the box
Did she
open.
cry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. She
Are you
cried.
gonna
Her
get in
cousin
trouble that you
cried.
said
Yeah.
yes, that she cried.
Well,
She's gonna
she
go,
was,
you know.
she just made her face up because we were going out. She's like, "You're gonna make me cry.
I ruined
Oh,
everything.
my
you
makeup."
bastard. Yeah.
She didn't
Well,
say
she went in
that's
the
not-
bathroom and closed the door on me, and came outside. And
She did that after
Open
she
them.
said yes, right?
I mean, I already know it was a yes.
Yeah. She didn't say that's not the one I said I wanted.
Yeah. She was crying because she had to say yes.
See, although I've found discrepancies with the ring.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's not exactly the one I told them I wanted.
Really?
I mean, there's a few things that are
What
off.
jeweler is
Yeah.
this? Is it a local place? Don't mention them. If it isn't, then we will.
No, it's not a local place.
K Jewelers.
Yeah.
I went there because I had like
jewelers.
coworkers, like an old coworker's ex sister-in-law. It's a long title. Worked there, and she had been at the jeweler for like 30 years or something. And it was still pushy and, wickedly expensive. So we wound up going to like a friend of my wife's friend's dad, who's like a retired jeweler, who, as long as you pay cash, there's no tax or anything like that. Right?
Get you anything you want.
But everything,
Anything.
you have to order everything out of a catalog, which sucks. But my wife doesn't wear jewelry at all, anyways, or anything like that. So her ring, it looks like an engagement band. It's like just like the diamonds around the band, and that's it. So when we were picking out of the catalog, her friend who was with me was like, "That's the one she wants." I'm like, we just need to go a little bit bigger. Like, we just need to get something a little bit
wanna look
nicer.
cheap here.
Right. I was like, I don't want to have to explain to people like, that's what she wanted. I can afford more, but that's the one that she wanted.
Or you don't want people to react like, "Oh, that's cute."
Yeah, exactly. Which is pretty much how they react every time. So, well, congratulations.
Well, I appreciate
Getting
it.
married, yeah. First time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Am I in the wedding?
First time being a
Sure. Yes.
No, he
Everybody
hesitated.
heard that.
No, he hesitated.
I am
He's
in.
has-
like,
This
he's
is the
such
best.
a weirdo. He
I'm gonna
wants
have
to
a-
be in everybody's wedding.
I'm going to have a long
Yeah,
line of
because
people.
because
Yeah.
I know that I bring the party.
You do bring the party.
Yeah. So why wouldn't you want
That's
me in
pretty
the
funny.
Yeah, Joel's going to throw me a bachelor's party.
Yep, you're
Nice.
damn right.
Yeah.
You're gonna crush it. COVID masks and everything.
Yeah.
No.
Hazmat suits.
You heard that, right?
Yeah. I'm in. I'm not paying for it.
Oh, going to Vegas.
Yeah, we're going to Vegas. Oh God.
It's going to be at the restaurant.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
actually had one wedding there. Two
Oh,
weddings
did you?
there.
Yeah. It's a great spot if you have a small, if you're not having some huge blowout, that's a great spot for it.
Did you see the downstairs?
No.
Downstairs is beautiful.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. The upstairs is great. Bar looks good. Everything in there looks nice.
Yeah, that bar was all custom made.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh.
It's
Luckily, we didn't have to pay for it.
yeah.
It's good.
So how are things now that you're orange?
Joel probably wants to commit me.
Yeah.
But,
It's a struggle.
It's,
It's
Really? Why?
Well, not a struggle to commit her.
I mean,
Yeah.
we knew it was coming.
Yeah.
So we tried to, do things to kind of gear up for it because we're not, people don't really think of us as takeout food.
Yeah, for sure.
So, we did Grubhub. We did a coupon on Grubhub. And I'm like, I know once people eat the food, because, the lunch menu food does travel well.
Yeah.
So we've put that on the Grubhub. And I'm very confident once people eat the food and know that we have takeout, that they'll return or, order through us again. It's just getting that out there. So we did a little blitz on Grubhub. I signed up for DoorDash and Uber Eats, and
which I think we're sending DoorDash back.
And we did pretty good on Grubhub last week.
We did better than
the response with Grubhub
was immediate.
Awesome.
You give somebody $5 off, and people are like, "I'm going to try it." You know what I mean?
Well,
so that was kind of where we were going.
Yeah.
And we've incorporated both our dinner menu and the lunch menu,
Cool.
so they can get literally everything that we serve through Grubhub. So we're just trying to build that up, because we've talked about it before, how they're ripping everybody off and whatnot.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
like, if you do enough volume, then you don't feel so ripped off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're going to get a check not for $30 from them.
We literally got a check for $26
Yeah.
from Grubhub.
She called me and was like, "Hey, we got a check from Grubhub." I was like, "Awesome. How much is it?" She was like, $26. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
That was 10
what
orders.
is that going to do? Yeah.
What's 10 orders? But the thing was, when we did the $5 off, it didn't give me like a, off of 25 or off of 30.
Right, it was just
So
no
people are
threshold.
ordering $12 burgers and getting them.
Oh,
Right.
that's,
So literally, we took a hit on those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but getting it out there was the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we're going to incorporate new things on the menu too. Darius is going to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
Some wings.
gonna have the best
Some
wings in town.
wangs.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chicken wang.
The best wings in town.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I was just talking with a friend. I think I've told you before, I was thinking about doing a pop-up of a restaurant. And so we were talking about doing that out of a different restaurant's kitchen, like once a quarter or once a month. We don't really know yet. And that's stalled. But I was talking to one of the restaurant owners we were going to do it out of, and I was like, maybe we could just turn this into a Grubhub restaurant and just do that. Forget the pop-up. We'll just do it'll only exist on Grubhub. We'll have an Instagram presence for the brand. And I'm talking through it, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. They take 30%. Like, that's not going to make anything.
Right.
DoorDash takes
That's
30.
all your profit.
What's the?
DoorDash
I'm
is easier on the
intrigued.
customer, though.
Yeah, DoorDash
Yeah.
easier on the customer, but rips us
Yeah.
off.
So how it works for me when I order is I don't really often, maybe once a week, do I order from there.
Yep.
And if I do, I order from Chipotle for lunch because it's fast and it's free delivery and all that kind of stuff. So I love that
And it's a
about
big
it.
chain. You don't care if they lose money.
Exactly.
Right.
But DoorDash can suck sometimes. Like sometimes the order just goes missing, yada, yada, yada.
They charge us rent for the
Yeah.
the
Like four.
tablet.
Yeah.
and
Grubhub
so-
doesn't?
No.
And can you use your own device, or do they make you use
So
yours?
we can on DoorDash, but I didn't do it that way because we use iPads. So one of the iPads does our open table, like our
Yeah.
reservation. The other one is like our register. So I'm like,
We might as well just
Yeah.
buy another iPad and utilize it for that.
I mean,
Can we do
now,
the same
well,
thing
now
with
it doesn't matter with the
Grubhub?
reservations because it's
Yeah,
not.
that's true.
There is a company, I forget the name, but I'm sure if you Google it, it'll pop up. But it's one tablet, and like they run everything basically for you. You'll even negotiate like a better price, I think, a little bit percentage from Grubhub and DoorDash and all of them. And then they give you one tablet for everything.
If you could do the research for us, that would be great. Just send me an email.
Yeah.
I
But-
mean, ideally, we'd like to get people to just order directly from us. So we have
Yeah.
started our Open Table app. We can do it through Open Table. It's just with Grubhub, it's really easy to make changes. Or if we run out of something, we're just like, okay,
Yeah.
out
And
of
we're
this.
wor- we're
and this
working-
one, you have to like send them an
Yeah.
written
through hoops.
request to
Yeah.
So on that, we're probably going to have to kind of tone down the menu just to
Yeah.
make sure.
Yeah.
And we're working on getting our website live. Excuse me. So where you can order right from the website.
Yeah.
So it's just.
Oh, please.
I have to add. What?
I hate ordering from restaurants where I can't I have to order on the website, and you
Yeah,
can't call
no,
in. Like,
I know,
as long as you can
but-
call in still.
No.
No,
You can still call in.
definitely
It's
call.
just
Okay.
the option. There are people out there that are like, I want to
They
go to your
want
website
to.
and just place the
Yeah.
order. And
He's one of those
we just want to make sure that like every kind of box is checked
Yeah.
for where people can go
Right.
and do what they want. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's an option. It may never happen.
Yeah.
But like the option is there. You're going to get somebody eventually that says, I want to just go to the website and place an order.
Yeah.
Okay, great. There you go.
There's times that I worry about like placing an order on their website because like if they're not monitoring it and like the order sits there for 10 minutes before they acknowledge
Right.
it, that sucks.
Yep.
But like one thing I noticed, so we had like our big, this whole weekend for the Eat Local card is like our big sale weekend, right? For everybody. And so, we have Black Friday, we're doing Cyber Monday, we're doing Giving Tuesday. We've partnered with like area Instagrammers and they're posting, we're paying them a commission for every sale that they get by like a special code they put on their website, yada, yada, yada. So,
We need some cards, by the way, because we'll sell them in house.
yeah,
Well,
not now you won't.
oh.
Nobody's
well,
coming.
I mean, Sarah wants
but-
to buy a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of family members that want.
You guys have gotten a couple hits
yes
already, yeah.
I was going to ask, are we in the lead?
No.
All right, everybody who knows me, please. We need this.
The Brasserie is in the lead right now because
Yeah.
somebody bought 10 cards.
Oh,
And
get
That's all we got to do is buy 10. And
Scott,
right,
if you're
yeah.
out there, buddy, I love you.
I
Do
think,
this.
Got some soup for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, we got plenty of soup, my friend.
I think in the lead, it's the Brasserie, and then I think Second Chance Diner. They had a bunch come in yesterday. And
We're
then
gonna take care of it. Don't worry about
it
it.
may be a tie because the Brasserie's got like 15 or 16 right now. And then Second Chance Diner's got like 6 or 7. And then, yeah.
I got a couple of guys.
Yeah. We,
I got some guys. We'll get it taken care of.
Yeah. I mean, this is so. I mean, there's a few things to talk about here. So we had this huge. So we did. I think we sold. We did like $1,000 in sales yesterday for the card, which is good.
That's great.
right? I think that yesterday beat all of Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend from last year. So
That's
that's
fantastic.
awesome. Yeah. But then we had an event yesterday at the regional market. They did their Black Friday like shopping mart, and they were kind of late to the game. I think they only started promoting it like maybe a month ago, not even I think. And they were hitting up like every local restaurant and business in Syracuse, like, can you please make a post about this for us and just like tell your people about it? And so
It's funny we didn't hear anything.
yeah, well, maybe not every. I was just exaggerating, but wink, wink. But I wasn't gonna do it, and then at like one of the last seconds, I was like, all right, we're gonna do it. It was only $50 to have a table there, so that wasn't bad. I had family in town, so I had a friend that I was able to hire to go and man the table for me. But we only sold 5 cards, so. It was just there was like nobody there. She said,
Yeah.
So we wound up. I texted her at like 4, and she was like, "We've sold like 4 or 5 cards." I was like, "I'm coming down. There's no point in you sitting there till 7."
Right.
But then as I'm driving there to pick everything up, I'm driving past the mall, and they're slammed,
Jammed.
yeah.
crazy busy.
It's crazy that somebody's not going to go to the regional market.
Well, I don't blame them. It kind of sucked, but
Well, no, but I mean, but be like, because it's
Yeah.
kind of outdoor atmosphere,
Yeah.
like open air area, and then
Yeah.
like, let's go to the mall.
right, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
They have filtration systems.
yeah,
Right, yeah.
I'm sure they.
I didn't even think the mall was allowed to be open. I thought
I
they
didn't
were
either. I thought they
It
closed,
wasn't supposed
and now
to
New York
be.
State is mad at them because the food court is still open. So they were supposed to shut down.
Yeah.
Supposed to. Sorry.
Yeah.
English grammar, whatever it is.
Yeah, supposed to is the right
supposed
word, isn't
to. Supposed.
Oh,
I said
supposed.
supposed. Supposed. Whatever.
it? Exposed.
This is the best part of the
They were
podcast
exposed
right here.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be shut down, and then they just
Said no.
remained open.
Yeah, I mean, kind of good for them, but I mean, at the same time, there may have been a shit ton of people that got infected yesterday.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
I don't, like, good for the people who went out. I'm just,
Yeah,
screw that.
yeah, for sure.
I did a bunch of shopping online yesterday, and
you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
So,
I have decided to practice what I preach, and any
Drink
gift
Howler
I
Head?
get is going to be local.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean,
Well, except for the 5-year-old.
It's kind of growing on me, man.
I say, you sure you don't like that?
that's glass number 10, Joel.
Man, just hit the bottle.
I'm just going to drink the bottle. Screw the glass. Let's go.
And what glass was that? That's from Howler Head, everybody. If you like bananas, you're going to go ape shit for Howler Head.
I keep burping up bananas, so
Yeah.
you know.
We should do a series of fake ads for Howler Head.
Yeah, I'm down. We can definitely do that. Let me get about down to here.
Yeah. So the only issue that I have with supporting everything local is that in our market, some of these businesses suck. And I'm sure that's in every market. That's not just our market. Syracuse is small. We are behind the times with a lot of stuff. But there's just some business owners that, and I know this exists in every part of the world, but there's some business owners around here that just suck.
And they don't give a shit.
There's some that just do a bad job with their product. There's some that have bad customer service. There's some that just charge too much. Like, it is hard to support local for me for everything. Like camera gear, for example. Right, you know.
But I mean, like trinkets and
for sure.
whatnot. You know, like I just said, like there's no way I'm going to find anything for a 5-year-old.
Right.
There's nobody local who makes an Xbox Series X.
Right. I mean, now you could try to go to Ray Lens and buy it, which is where I found that camera.
Yeah.
And that was price controlled. But there's a lot of stuff at Ray Lens. If I go, I know I'm going to be paying, you know, 30% more.
Right.
Which sucks. Which if I'm looking for, and then they're like, so I buy a lot of my stuff from Best Buy because when I go in there, a lot of the stuff, would you miss out on the shoes?
You're goddamn right I did. I've been waiting this whole time, and Air Jordan 4 is sold out.
Wow.
Those mother... Anyway.
Man. How much were those shoes?
$200.
Oh, okay.
They were the first Jordan that I ever had.
Really?
The first new Jordan. I had a couple of used deals when I was a kid, but like they were the first like one that my mom actually allowed me to get.
Right.
And they had the air pocket. So like the 3 had the air pocket.
Yeah.
And I had some used ones, and they didn't have the air pocket because my feet were so small when I was like 6, 7. So
I had a baseball glove that had that air pocket.
Yeah.
That little pump thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I still have that baseball glove.
Yeah.
I love that baseball glove. I don't think it did anything. but-
That's why I wanted to see what you had there. You caught some feelings there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what those shoes do. So
Yeah.
now I'm going to have to buy them for $350. That's great.
You got to size down with the baseball gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so back to the local thing.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Let's take coffee shops, for example. I drink Dunkin' Donuts pretty much every single morning because...
Second that.
Yeah. A, because they have locations everywhere, right? B, because they have a drive-through. And C, because I get like the same consistent thing every single time.
Right. It's a good.
It's
right,
a McDonald's hamburger.
Right.
That's what it is. Like
Yeah.
you want it. You know
it's gonna be-
my VP of sales has, we talk about at Spin Car with, a bunch of different kind of sales tactics, and people come up, and one of his famous lines is, you want consistency, which our product at Spin Car provides. It's a McDonald's hamburger.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
It's going to be a McDonald's hamburger.
Yeah.
There's no variables there.
Yeah.
It's going to be what you pay for.
Right.
It's going to be
Sounds shitty.
And I don't think I quoted that right, so I'm sorry, Bruce, if you're watching this, because usually you twist it into a good
heart
thing.
disease?
That sounded bad when it came out, so sorry about that.
so
I'm
funny
not
when
down
we
on the
get fast
Bruceisms.
food.
No, it's just no.
He
Yeah.
always gets
McDonald's is terrible.
Close the bag. All the heat's getting out. Close the bag. Those fries are fresh.
Yeah, you're damn right. She's like sitting there smelling them, and I'm like, what
Yeah.
are you doing? They're going to be cold by the time we get home. It's
talking
like a
about-
2-minute drive.
Close the goddamn bag.
Right.
I'm like, close it up.
And they're done for.
Get home, they're all soggy. Like, come on.
No, you got to eat them immediately.
Yep. Yeah, eat them in the car.
Right.
He
But she
pulls
tries
over
to eat
and does
my
it himself.
fries.
Yeah.
Tries to eat my fries when we're driving.
I do that too with my wife. If we
Ridiculous.
get like fast food when we do, I might sneak a couple fries, and then when I get home, I make sure that I give her that box.
Yeah.
I do the same
She
thing.
does the same thing, and I know it. She's doing it, and there's one thing that I don't
Yeah.
share in my life. I swear to you, on my father's grave, is my French fries.
Yeah.
I hate it. I like literally. She'll eat them. We'll be
Yeah.
at home, and she'll go to grab a fry, and I'm looking at her like,
Yeah. That's
I'm
hilarious.
gonna kill you. I swear. Not many things that piss
Yeah.
me off in the world, but don't eat my fries.
Right. When during quarantine, or maybe it wasn't during quarantine, it was after quarantine, but I was driving down Erie Boulevard one day at like 1 o'clock, and I had gone, maybe I mentioned this on an episode, but I was coming from, I think, like Fayetteville or something, so I was coming all the way down Erie Boulevard, right, from like the top and then going into the city, and every drive-through on the way had a line out to the road.
Oh, yeah.
Slammed.
Which is McDonald's, Taco Bell,
Wendy's, Arby's. I don't think there's a Burger King over there.
There's
KFC,
one way down.
yeah, it's
Popeyes, all of those.
Sonic. Good
Right.
old Sonic.
All of those places were slammed.
Instantly on the toilet with Sonic.
So I think that it's a few reasons. I think people felt safer during quarantine, during
Yeah,
COVID,
going to the drive-thru.
to go
I get
through a
it.
drive-through,
Yeah.
which, doesn't really make a whole hell of a lot of
But-
sense, but whatever.
Every time I go to the drive-thru,
The
literally
mask
the
is
lady
down.
has no mask
Yeah.
on and no gloves. And they're like, here you go.
Yeah,
So
right.
chances are, if you're going to get it there.
I went to a
They're
drive-through
servicing many, many people.
a couple
Touch
weeks
and
ago,
go.
and they had a
Go to
basket.
Grubhub and
Many
look up
cards.
317.
You know what I mean? Like they're just
Right.
handling cards. They're handing food out.
Well,
Like,
they were for a little while putting the cards in like
Yeah.
the to-go boxes.
Right.
Not anymore.
And,
Yeah, they were doing that. And so, but it's consistent. It's convenient. You know exactly what you're getting every single time. And like in the coffee house thing, I have to drive out of my way if I want to go get a morning cup of coffee from a local shop.
you own your own coffee.
Well, I don't want to drive here to come grind coffee beans and make coffee every morning and then like go buy a sleeve of to-go cups, with my logo on them.
You should.
And
What
then,
the hell?
although that would be
good
cool. I
promotion.
should do that for
Exactly.
Instagram posts.
We've
but,
gotten good response on your coffee.
Oh, that's good.
People
Yeah.
love it. It's great.
Good job, Peaks Coffee, doing my roasting for me. But so that's an issue. Like, there's better training. I feel like at some of these chain restaurants, they have training. They have like manuals and systems in place.
Well, Natalie came from
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I mean, when I was with Uno's for 10, 12 years.
Okay.
And, I mean, they really,
Want some?
they measure
Oh, man,
everything.
you said you need it gone.
And there's a
yeah,
there's a pamphlet for everything.
Right.
Like even bartending at Uno's, they knew if we were off,
yeah,
the keg was off by one beer.
right.
And I'm like, well, the foam.
Yeah, yeah,
We would always get in trouble
The
for like
foam.
liquor costs because
Yeah.
of that. And they're like, don't pour the foam out, just let it settle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
And you guys would, some chains have like contests, like, hey, whoever sells the
yeah.
most desserts tonight, right?
Oh yeah.
Those things don't really exist at local places. I can't speak for like a Possibilities or a Kitty Hoynes or some of the big ones, but I can tell you for a lot of the local ones that have been in business for, let's say, 10 years or less around here that I know of, that stuff does not exist.
Well, and I was honestly thinking about that, and like this is the first time that Natalie's hearing this, and I'm a sales guy, right? And I'm always trying to figure out how I can drive sales.
Yeah.
Right. So like with the card and with, things that, we want to sell on that night,
Yeah.
just order it or, offering a stipend for the server who's
Right.
out there just saying, hey, listen, push this. Like people know
Yeah.
they're going to get pushed to a certain direction with
Yeah.
food, especially when you sit down and you're like, I don't know what I want. What's good?
Yeah.
You know what
The
I
most
mean?
expensive thing on the
right.
menu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. and we say our menu it's not like, again, it's not like our menu is Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Like our menu is perfection.
Everything
Everything
piece
that
of
you
the dish
get
is very
is a
thorough.
signature dish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there are certain times where, we haven't, we go through ebbs and flows like we were talking about before.
Yeah.
Fridays have been amazing for Cioppino. Like everybody's ordering Cioppino.
Yeah.
And there'll be one steak. And then Saturday, we'll prepare for, a bunch more Cioppino and
the
not a single
Milanese.
Cioppino sold.
Yeah.
It's
and then
between the
yeah.
Milanese and the Cioppino.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They battle.
Those are the two biggest things that we have.
Yeah.
There's Old Faithful with the
Filet.
filet.
Yeah.
People love it. It's great. Melts
Yeah.
in your mouth, whatever. But it's I'm not a filet guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm not
I was
a
just sitting here
filet
thinking
guy.
you'd never pay me enough money to order a fillet. at a
No,
restaurant.
you wouldn't. My mom loves filet, and
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I like fillets.
Right.
Like she likes it because there's no fat.
Yeah.
I don't. Give me a fat,
Right.
giant giant, fat, juicy steak. That's
Yeah.
what I want. You know,
Right.
like, so it has some gristle on there. Whatever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Making me hungry. Let's go back to the restaurant right after this. Like, you know, but we can just those two are big hitters. But there's also times where, you know, we're just looking. We have a bunch of product that we supply, that we buy to get ready to sell. And it's hard because things are so topsy-turvy now that we don't know and we don't want to waste it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we truly believe in every single thing that we push out. And it's not us just like, oh, we need to get rid of this. You know, it's
never like
we
have
love
to
our
sell
product.
This, so here's
Right.
a special for it.
But
Like,
there can be a point where, okay, well, we haven't sold chicken, which we just came out with a new chicken dish, but like we haven't sold chicken in a day or two.
3 days.
3 days. You know, like we need to sell this or it's going to waste.
Right.
You know, like we don't want to do that. So it's just tough.
Testing it.
It's tough. So like I've been thinking about that for the past couple of weeks of just like trying to, and obviously now we're in the orange zone, so nobody's coming in. So
Right.
like, but if people call in, we should figure out a way to try and push those products.
But that's
better.
the thing we got to think about too. Like I think some dinners, but I don't think all the dinners are going to be something that we.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cipino, I think definitely in the melon.
Yeah, I mean the Cipinos.
I think a lot of people will probably order fish on Fridays because
Yes.
of where we
Yep.
are.
Right.
But also, like I was thinking, like as soon as you said that, I'm thinking like the Anthony Bourdain book, Kitchen Confidential. Like I'm never gonna fucking order fish on like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I'm only ordering that shit on a Friday or Saturday.
Why?
Because that's when people typically get their trucks in. They get it in for the weekend.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's like
Yep.
it's the fish that they got last week.
Right.
We get trucks in twice a week.
Do you?
so, yeah.
I won't order unless it's like fried fish. I pretty much won't eat seafood around here.
Yeah.
Just because, like, for me, I'm thinking.
You tried the Cipino though, right?
No, my wife did. Yeah.
What you think?
She loved it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome.
The veal was great.
Yeah.
That veal dish was really good, and I never order veal, and it was really good. The tomato flatbread or the puff pastry, that was
Yep.
great.
Awesome.
You know, everything was good.
Great.
The bao buns, I did not think they were going to be good, to be quite honest.
Really?
They're like our most popular.
I know.
Literally
They
our
were really
most
good.
popular
Yeah.
appetizer. And so did you get them steamed or fried?
Steamed.
So
Yeah,
you can
and
get
I
'em fried.
when I saw the picture online, I was like, it was orange. I was like, "Why the fuck?"
That
are those
wasn't
things
what I
orange?
got. Yeah.
But then I was like, but then when I saw smoked, it was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. It's from the color of smoke. And then you told me that night that the other ones were fried.
Yeah, so I was watching a cooking show. It was, I think,
We were
Guys
both
Grocery
watching it,
Games.
yeah,
We were
and-
sitting there, and the lady, they had to make a burger or something. They had to make a sandwich, and she grabbed bao buns because she
We
couldn't have a
both,
bun.
like, looked
She
at
couldn't,
each other.
and she threw them in the fryer, and
It was
she's
like
sitting
slow
on my left,
motion.
and we
We were
like
like-
looked over like, what the hell? The next day, I was like, Darius, grab one of those, throw them in the fryer. He's like, and he started to put like the pork belly in it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, just keep it shut, throw it in the fryer for like 30 seconds.
It's
And we
greasy, it's not
were
greasy at all.
skeptical. We were skeptical about it. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be super greasy because of the fattiness
Yeah.
of the pork bun or pork belly. And literally, we tried it, and it is
Good.
insanity, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it just adds that crunchy butteriness.
Yeah.
Like, and then like
And it's
the
not
pork
greasy
just
at all.
no, it's not greasy
It's
at all.
insane. I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's
molecular
wild.
thing is happening there.
Can
that
you
it's not-
can you get those buns bigger? Can you buy them bigger?
I don't think
not
so.
that I know of.
I don't think so.
So that'd be a cool menu item. Is like a
Giant
We
bao
might-
bun,
Like a
we
bao
might
bun,
have
like
to
a burger.
figure out how to make
Colossus
them.
Yeah.
bao bun.
like the size of like a real sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are working on other ways to kind of utilize the bun itself.
Yeah.
So like with chicken or like things of that nature.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I mean, there's a ton of things. You can do a little piece of fried chicken in there or whatever, you know, like there's
So-
just a lot you can do with it.
The things that I'm seeing, because like every restaurant's fucking suffering right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Mom. I was at my parents this week, and my mom said that she listened to an episode.
swear too much.
And then I swore too much.
Yep.
Anyways.
I said the F word earlier, and I'm sorry, Mom. But she swears more than I do, so whatever.
So restaurants right now are dead.
Yeah.
I have a restaurant that I work with, and I talked to her last Thursday in like the afternoon. I text, was like, "Hey, how's it going this week?" or sorry, not this past week, but the week before that. She was like, we've had 6 customers this week.
Yeah.
And they're not typically like hopping, like, just kicking people out, but they usually have at least like 20 a night, 30 a night, big restaurant. It's not like it's a tiny place. They're not in an orange zone. And so, so they're in yellow and they were still that dead.
Yeah.
I talked just confused at where.
Yeah. People that don't know where they can go.
I talked to a restaurant last night that is in the orange zone, and one of my bosses, hello Mark, has told me, he was like, he got a call from a restaurant owner that was open for lunch at like noon, and he was like, well, obviously they're not doing much today if he's calling me during lunch. Yeah. So this guy I was on the phone with last night, right in the middle of dinner service, and I was like, so how's it going? He was like, we've had one order tonight. So restaurants,
that's a struggle, man.
I know, restaurants are dead.
Yeah.
And typically, like during quarantine, we were like, people were ordering, everybody was shut down, but people were still ordering delivery and takeout like crazy.
Yep.
And there's a few reasons why I think that it's dead right now. The spikes, rise and all the people that are getting it right now is scaring people, especially because there's no stimulus money. So it's not like people are sitting home with nothing to do,
buckets of money and
more
nothing
money.
to do. Right.
And there's no sign of that even
and
being thought about.
I also think our direction governmentally is tough right now, because it's like, okay, this area's in orange, this is yellow, whatever it may be, and like it's wishy-washy, and then it's like, okay, you got to be open or you got to serve. Like there's so many different rules, and then it's like one block over is different. Yeah. It's crazy. It's not like this whole, okay, let's just shut down the whole area.
Yeah. I think restaurants in the yellow zone thought that they would see an uptick in business.
They're not.
Because of all, like in Baldwinsville, like in some cases, like,
the river.
Right. I have a friend who owns a hair salon on this side of the street, and literally across the street, the other hair salon, literally just across the street, is in an orange zone. My friend's in a yellow zone.
Right, yeah, it's literally a line.
Right.
It's a line.
The side with, on the...
Yeah.
River?
English. Yeah, there we go.
The thing with the water in it.
The river.
No more bourbon for you.
Switch her to Howler Head.
Yeah, Howler Head, you'll be fine.
A friend of mine works at Applebee's on the boulevard, and I can't remember which way it went, but either Applebee's is still open and Olive Garden, which is a parking lot away, is closed, or it's the other way around.
Well, Olive Garden's probably actually into it.
Yeah, I think it is.
So, but it's so confusing, but I think also people are scared now because when this all first happened, we didn't feel it that much, like
I was just going to say that.
Anybody. Right.
And now it's like people are getting it. Yeah. And people got it. Like
before
I know a ton.
Syracuse, like if you remember Central New York, Syracuse area specifically wasn't hardly wasn't hit that bad. Right. You may know, we were talking earlier, and obviously you knew somebody, but like it wasn't this, oh my God, this is like the rest of the world. We're like, we're good now. We're still good. And now all of a sudden, and listen, I love Syracuse University.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, the kids up there.
In my opinion, that's the super spreader. Right there,
because
they're literally doing whatever the hell they want. Right. They're trying to, they're college kids. I love college kids. I used to be one. I had the greatest time in the world in college. Right. But like they don't give a shit.
I hate to say this, but because the restaurants are suffering the most. I don't know if they're suffering the most, but restaurants are suffering a lot from this. Mm-hmm. But the other industries that are spreading this are your grocery stores, your Targets, like your big box stores that were allowed to stay open no matter what.
They're essential, right?
Right. And restaurants. I mean, look at Margaritas. 19 of their employees all tested positive.
Don't go there, by the way. It's terrible.
No, wait.
No.
Your mind.
No.
First of all,
I went there because you said it was good, and it was terrible.
First of all, sorry, Margaritas.
I will say.
I'll say
no, I didn't like
really
it.
think the smothered burrito.
I'll say I didn't like it. It's a no for me.
We're on there.
I'll say this.
You must have had one bad meal. That's fine.
It's a no for me.
It's hard to not. It's hard.
And it was jam packed packed with people.
It's hard to have a bad meal when it's like, it's hard to have a bad meal when it's like fat and cheese and meat all smushed together.
I get
the carne asada had no flavor.
I get their smothered burrito, or no, their smothered quesadilla.
No flavor.
Yeah.
One of the greatest American Mexican dishes.
Thank you for that caveat. So what I was gonna follow up with, it's hard to have a bad meal when it's like meat and cheese deep fried on a plate, right? But having said that, having lived in Texas and having friends, having friends that are Mexican, you know, who have like a bag of tortilla dough on their kitchen 24/7.
They just walk around with them.
They literally have a garbage bag of tortilla dough and like just pull out a thing and make a great tortilla, right?
Yeah.
So like coming from that to like Syracuse where it's like just god awful Mexican food, I get it.
Most of it is, yes.
Yeah, but it's hard to have
unless you're drunk and getting Taco Bell and you're a Mexican then.
Right. Yeah.
Well, fine. They suck too.
But Margaritas had 19 fucking people.
19 people
all tested positive.
That's like insanity.
And I get the issue is that they're like health insurance doesn't exist for the restaurant industry unless you're at like a massive chain.
Right.
And even then you're paying a lot of money for your health insurance. But people I remember going to a local restaurant in town in the dawn of COVID before quarantine and sitting down for lunch on a Saturday, and the bartender who was serving me, because I was sitting at the bar, was sitting there like coughing up a lung, sniffling, and one of like as I'm sitting there like drinking my beer waiting for my food to arrive, like the other waitress that was like, "Oh, you should go home," and he was like, "I can't. I have to. You know, I need the money."
Who's going to bartend?
Right. I need to be paid.
Like,
yeah.
You know.
In
Meanwhile, you got droplets in your beer.
Yeah.
They really don't give a crap.
Right.
Or they didn't. I don't
Yeah.
know how it is
Well, and the
now.
thing
I haven't
was
worked
with-
at corporate, but when I did work in corporate, like it didn't matter.
We don't give a shit
If you were
about you.
sick
You're a
and you
worker.
couldn't find somebody
We'll
to
find
cover
somebody
your
else, and
your
you're
shift,
not going to get your shift
you
back.
be here unless you have a doctor's note.
Right.
Well, I don't have health insurance, so it's going to cost me. Not only am I going to lose days off work, but it's going to cost me money to go to the doctor just to be able to keep my job.
And chain restaurants, they have a staff, they have a roster of maybe 30 or 40 people.
They can pick and choose.
That they,
But
if somebody
it's all about
calls
if
in
people
sick,
say,
it
"I'll
is-
work your shift."
Right. But they have but they do have enough of a pool in a lot of cases to be able to find somebody. Where a local restaurant, I mean, how many employees do you guys have besides the three of you?
5?
You have 5?
Five total.
Oh yeah, 5 total.
Don't even include Joel.
Right.
Don't even include me.
Jules
I
just
work
shows
for free. Right. I just show up and smile at people with a mask on.
You know, and that's the thing too. Like, you know, Darius had something happen to him last Saturday. You know, happened on the family on last Saturday, and I'm like, "Why are you here?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, who else is gonna do it?"
Exactly. Right.
You know, like, and
It sucks.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So Jesus, Joel, holy God.
See, he loves it.
I think I love Howler.
Yeah, he's falling.
I'm so glad that you guys drove together. You didn't take too long.
Yeah. I think that's why Natalie's
I've
barely
already been in
drinking.
enough trouble
She's
in
like,
my
I'm
life.
gonna
I'm not
have to
driving
drive.
anywhere. I can promise you that.
This is hilarious. At 10:52 in the morning.
Oh, we got 8 minutes. I got at least 2 more drinks in me. That's what-
He's gonna sleep the whole afternoon.
To kind of get back on topic, I wish there was a way to kind of like individualize this. Like a place like Margaritas, you got 19 people who tested. You should be in the orange zone. But a place like us, we're not even in Armory Square. We're not even part.
So
of
Margaritas
that.
is in orange?
No, they are.
They are,
okay.
but
Yeah.
I'm saying they should be. But like us, we
Right.
have
But the problem is, what if somebody, what if
That's what
the
I'm saying.
dishwasher
How
from
do you do
Margaritas
that?
comes over to your spot for a beer at the
Exactly.
end of the night? And I mean, with that, I don't think that there should be like, it should be Central New York. That sucks for the restaurants listening that are still in yellow zones.
Like the
but
whole Central New York. My idea, or not my idea, but like my feeling is like, if we're gonna be on it, like all of CNY should be on it.
Yeah.
Like just do it across the board.
Right.
So like, there's no guessing game. There's no like trying to figure out, like there's no algorithm where we're trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
Like
There's
just
no
put
place to
everybody
go.
and guess what?
to figure it out.
yeah,
Like we know like why things are, maybe we don't, but like,
Oh, I know why.
she's got the answer.
We had so like I do the marketing for the Market Diner. They're in an orange zone.
Soon after 2021 hits.
Yeah,
317.
You better sell. You better get a lot of those cards.
Don't worry. We got it.
But the Market Diner's on the orange zone. They haven't had one employee go out with it. They haven't had one customer come in with it. They've been following all the rules. They've been sanitizing everything. Mm-hmm. They've had plexiglass dividers up. They've been doing everything. No issues at all, but they're an orange zone. But the regional market yesterday, which, if anybody from the regional market's listening, I think you do a great
We
service,
love you.
Whatever.
Great job.
And we did have a booth there yesterday. But I went back and forth with it because like I had asked when Orange Zone came out, they're like, well, we're considered as a farmer's market, so we can still have this event. It's kind of bullshit that like this, who's really like and again, I mean, we did have a booth there, so I can't really like judge or say anything. But this event existed with people just selling shit,
right?
Which I get has to happen because they have to make money. But the diner, 100 yards away, who has had no issues, can't stay open for dine-in service because they're in an orange zone. But
are the walls open still,
people,
or is it?
No, it's all shut in.
It's all shut.
Yeah. Oh, but a few hundred people can show up and walk around in close quarters where no one's social distancing, where it is the farmer's market. Mm-hmm. So you do have some, gun-toting, Trump-loving Republicans walking around there. You're not going to take.
We're not talking politics.
We're pissed off, by the way.
Listen, I did Trump or do.
I did not vote for Donald Trump.
I did not either,
and
but
I'm not
still,
a Trump supporter. But still,
no politics here. We love your service.
And
we love you to come in.
And I do.
317.
I do wish. Whatever. Anyways,
I'll tell you what, the Howler monkey.
Right. And so I guess. At the end of the day, I was having a conversation with somebody, with my wife about this last week. And one of the things I was just saying is like, no one really knows. Not even those in charge really know. That doesn't mean, I'm not saying that we shouldn't wear masks and we shouldn't keep a distance and sanitize, because we should 100% do all of those things.
Wash your hands.
But there is just there are so many things that are being imposed incorrectly on small businesses and on the public that really, at the end of the day, it's just like doing something to say that we were trying to do something to prevent this.
Right, and it hurts nobody but the small business.
Right.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I get it.
And public perception.
I honestly think we should have been shut down. And, like, I'm sorry if this is going to...
I thought we weren't talking politics, Joel.
No. I think we should have been... Well, I mean, when Howler monkey gets to me...
When Howler Head comes up,
when you drink half a bottle of it, you start talking. I think it should have been like governmental, where we got shut down for longer. Like, I honestly do. And like, I think that we should have taken more time off, or at least got in front of what we're doing now, because like now we're scrambling.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, we're trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
Like, I think there should have been a plan set in place before, like, okay, cool. Everybody heard it, like, in the middle of the summer when it gets cooler out, when the temperature starts to go down, this is going to spike back up. So why don't we set a plan in place?
Because it was...
Yeah, I mean, my idealistic...
I know, I get where you're going, and I know.
My idealistic view of the whole thing is that
together,
in the beginning, that the military should have been involved, and that we should have shut the country down for a month, and only truly essential...
2 cycles.
Yeah, only truly essential workers are leaving their house. The military handles getting food to everybody, whether that's in the form of going to grocery stores that the government pays for that food, or MREs, or whatever the hell it is. But that there is
you ever had an MRE?
Yeah.
I have too.
But that it's a true lockdown for a month and just wipe the thing out and close the borders down and everything else.
Do that.
Now, having said that, that's my idealistic, like, this is what should have happened. And I'm sure that there's a million scenarios and little things, because obviously I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, that would have like made that not
Drink
work.
some Howler.
But
in the
it's
know.
just a battle to get people.
Pull your mic a little closer.
Sorry,
That's all right.
It's just a battle to get people to wear masks.
Yes.
I saw somebody who said because we went down to parties of 4 that we were infringing on their human rights.
Yeah.
Their human rights.
Right.
Because they couldn't have more than 4 people at a table.
It's how everybody was reacting to the Thanksgiving thing.
Is it really? Like if we put a table here and your second table is
How's
right
enjoyable
over
this?
there.
No, they're 6 feet away.
Right.
How enjoyable is that?
Yeah.
gonna be?
I mean, listen, there's a rest now. If people
There
who
are
got,
restaurants that don't even adhere to.
oh yeah.
Well, and that
And I don't
was
wanna
my
mention-
next
There are
point.
plenty
Yeah, we won't mention
We
their
went
names.
I've been to a couple of them. Don't
call-
say the word.
No, I'm not even
going
gonna say
to
who.
it
name, but,
was,
like, we went to a couple of
every
them.
single table.
Every single table.
Every single table.
And I think I told you the dude had the check
Yeah.
book
Yeah.
tucked
On his
into his
pants.
ass.
Right. There was
Into
just,
his ass.
Yeah.
Like,
You shouldn't
in
even
his
be doing
pants.
in a.
It's like non-pandemic,
Right.
non-pandemic area. Like he
Yeah.
literally
That's
walked
just
away
problematic,
with his,
period,
like,
like-
in his pants, and we were like,
I was
"What
just
is
on the
this?"
phone with the restaurant owner on Wednesday, and he was driving through downtown and drove past a restaurant, and he was like, "There's people sitting in the front window eating their food. They're all in Orange Zone." It was Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
There was customers sitting in the front window, like 5 or 6 of them, eating their food when they're
thought
in
it
an
meant
Orange Zone.
Wednesday at midnight.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
But that's why this
crazy.
is happening, because other places
Aren't
can't.
doing what they're supposed
And
to.
I
what you
mean-
talked about with like military, which I don't know, like
I don't know if 100%
I grew up in
that
the
would have
military.
worked.
Like my dad
Yeah.
was in the military, my brother was in the military, and like militarism, I get it. And I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying like that. It's hard to enforce.
Yeah.
It's hard to enforce in a whole city. Can you imagine enforcing it in this city, but like bigger cities?
Right.
You know what I mean? And enforcing all of that is so tough because you have to have people, militia on, like on the prowl to like be like, hey,
Yeah.
these people aren't doing their job. They're over there. They're okay.
Yeah.
The next one now over there, I see somebody in there. Like it's just,
And that may,
it's tough.
but that may have, it would be tough, but maybe that would work. And I get it. Like there was a restaurant owner who is in Orange Zone.
Mm-hmm.
He had a like beer pairing dinner planned for Wednesday night. Had a brewery coming in. He had sold like his socially distant was like 60 tickets.
Mm-hmm.
It's $75 a piece, prepaid for this like 4-course beer pairing dinner.
Hey, you can't get your money back.
He goes Orange
Sorry.
Zone. He goes Orange Zone. He has to refund, it's like $4,000 worth of ticket sales. And then that night has to go to Target to get something and walks in and there's mobs of people
Right.
and lines of them
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
waiting to check out.
It's a double standard because we're restaurants, and then people go to Target, Walmart, and they're jammed together. They're not social distancing at all.
Now, having said that,
Mm-hmm.
there are 2 different views in all of this. There is the view that we've just been talking about fuck the man, fuck the government. It's the local small business owner is who we should feel sympathy for because they're not able to pay their bills because they're in Orange Zone or whatever the case is.
Yep.
And I get that. But I know of a few restaurants right now that are crushing it.
Oh yeah,
100%.
A friend of mine works for one that they're operating at 110%.
Yeah. I know.
They couldn't be
yeah.
better people. They're
Right.
great,
crazy.
wonderful
Yeah.
people, but I'm so jealous.
Right. Now,
Goddamn right, I'm jealous. I'm sorry.
Right.
We're
She
driving
was-
by them, and
she
we're
was-
like,
yeah.
But she
Why are
was
there people
so
in
smart.
there?
I mean, she's
You know?
selling
Right.
Jello shots to go.
Wow.
Like just really.
but we
really-
can't because we
Eva's-
can't do that kind of thing. Oh, Eva's.
Yeah.
Eva's
Eva's
one of my
killing
favorite
it.
people in the whole
Yeah.
world.
She is awesome.
I
Like I said,
absolute-
couldn't happen
Do you
to
know
a
her?
better person.
Polish place?
Yeah.
No.
So Eva came over here from Poland.
Yeah. No, I know her. Yeah. I know.
And
yeah.
she is one of the greatest people in the
She,
world.
Yeah.
she is wonderful.
She literally is.
Yeah.
Like she's a down
Right.
down to home. Like she's gonna sit there and drink.
And she opened up
Howler Head
and their outdoor thing that they did. Like that is a good
Yeah.
example.
100%.
She's doing it right.
Yeah. Tangy Tomato Pizza Shop.
Oh,
Dick.
I saw that on your IG.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I'm
that pizza
sorry,
looks
I'm-
so good.
I meant to go to you, Tangy Tomato, the
Yeah.
other day, but
I'm definitely
We
going
didn't want
soon.
to
Give it a
didn't
couple
wanna-
hours
didn't wanna
when you
drive
call.
that
I mean,
far, but like so they
Yeah.
have New York style and they have Chicago style.
Oh, that's
See,
Chicago.
I
That
love
pizza
the
looks
Chicago
so.
style.
Oh, it looks
Yeah.
so- no,
Oh,
but I
yeah,
saw
'cause you
he
work
had
at
a picture on his
Uno's.
IG. It looked
Yeah.
amazing.
Looks
So-
nuts. I'm ready to go. So whenever.
she's been open 3 weeks. Like this is her 3rd week. And
Right across from Shifty's, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah.
How are the
And-
wings? Is
That's
it
where
better than
Becky, that's
Shifty's?
Becky's
or-
old spot.
I haven't
right?
had the wings. I've only ordered
It used to
twice.
be ice cream. No.
So I'm doing her Facebook for her, Well, Gearhars is actually Gearhars started a marketing wing.
Are they open today?
What?
Yeah.
Gears did?
Oh,
Yeah, because I'm there and I do it for so many restaurants, and we picked her up. And I mean, part of my hope for Gearhars is that one day we'll be like listen, Howler Head. It's like the fourth time.
I actually looked down and looked. I was like, "Is that my own chest?" No, it's a shirt.
That's great that you wore that shirt today.
it matches the.
Yeah, pretty yellow.
Oh my god.
One of my hopes is that Gearhars will move into a business that does everything in the restaurant industry except for sell food. That, like, you would be able to go there and get help with real estate. You would be able to go there and get your marketing, your consulting, buy your equipment, buy everything.
They're wonderful. They're so helpful.
Yeah, because it only makes sense to do that if you have a relationship with somebody and you can do it well. You don't just sell them shit, but to be able to do that. So we've been doing our Facebook and really,
Listen, you've been doing a great job because I've been seeing it a bunch.
I mean, no kudos to us for that because really it's deep dish. So one of the things with that is, there's one Uno that still exists in Fayetteville, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And so other than that, there's no deep dish pizza in Syracuse that's represented. She is doing it well because she's like flown to Chicago and spent time with the Giordano's out there.
I read the story.
Right.
I read the story, and I appreciate that because, like, when you're doing food and you're trying to make it authentic, like, you want the story,
Right.
You want the story, like, this is what I did. This is this is how I came to be this great place, right?
And people are driving to her spot and ordering from Phoenix.
Like, I saw you on Facebook, your message.
But enough about them.
I saw
Let's
it.
talk about 317.
Well, we're getting to that. We're
going to get to that.
My question is, the question to be asked and then answered is, why is a restaurant like that crushing it? And when I say crushing it, I mean like tens of thousands of dollars a day.
Wow.
Why are they crushing it and so many others aren't right now?
Well, because it's new for one.
Said about new places.
That's part of it.
It's the new girl in class.
That is part of it.
And
the food looks amazing.
And it's a product that doesn't exist anywhere else.
Exactly. And don't get me wrong, like I love Uno's deep dish pizza.
Yeah.
Not just because I work
I don't.
there. If you cook
I haven't had it in a while, but I remember liking it.
I don't at all.
You have to
I don't like
order
it.
Make fresh and cook it
Yeah.
yourself. Like,
It's not good.
My dad used.
I've been to
Well,
Chicago.
you don't like chunky
I've been to
tomato sauce,
Chicago,
that's why.
Oh, I
and
love
I've been
that
to
part
the
of it.
two
Yeah,
best
that's my
places in
favorite.
Chicago that have had deep dish pizza.
Uno's?
Yeah,
Both
I was saying,
On the corner of
I've been to
Wabash and Ohio.
I've been to the two Unos
member
that serve it,
Exul.
and we're good. I don't know.
You read the handbook, apparently.
Exactly. She's like, you see what happened?
I was
Salina
the worst
Street
and
in Wabash.
best employee. I was a terrible employee.
So the things that are working for Mel are she is new.
Yep.
She does have a product that nobody else has.
Yes.
She does have really great customer service. I mean, people were on like a 3-hour wait time
3 hours.
to get a pizza because they had so many orders.
I'm
And-
going to
Good for
get
you,
one
Mel.
today.
Right.
Good for you, Mel. That's fantastic. I love to hear that.
But if you don't
that's
want to
local.
wait 3 hours,
No,
you can
listen,
go to
listen, she's
317.
We're not even open
She's
today.
doing her thing, man. She's doing her thing. I get where you're going. I get where you're going. But Mel, great job. Like, that's fantastic. I love that.
No, and
it's
we
all
wanna
it's all
see
local
everybody
business, man. We're all family.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
They succeed.
That's what
we
it is.
succeed. You know,
Well, while we're on the subject, then okay. Well, it's strange that in the midst of the pandemic, there's so many new restaurants and businesses that are popping up.
Yeah.
Like have you been to Edible Cafe?
Is it all weed?
No. It's all vegetarian, vegan.
I'm just trying. I haven't been there. I'm just trying to figure out where they. I'm trying to think of where they are.
Right on Fayette. I believe.
Are they?
It's
Okay.
up the block somewhere.
Okay. No, I haven't been there.
Well, a friend of mine, Jake Roberts, owns that.
Okay.
Oh, what's up, Jake?
Another friend of ours opened a bakery in Armory Square.
He's loving cupcakes.
He's loving
He's
cupcakes.
loving cupcakes.
Like there's
Nedro kids.
Yeah. She's
I
a
don't-
Metro girl,
another
too.
one, yeah.
We grew up with her brothers as our
Hold on for a second.
dearest friends.
Nothing for
All
downtown.
right, we're back up. All right, sorry
guys.
about that.
Very nice to
muted
see
thing.
you
We
again.
just the rare time that
Natalie
we
had
don't
to go
put
to the
something
bathroom.
out on
There was a
the
mishap.
podcast.
Sorry.
There are so many factors that play into a successful restaurant in this area. And I'm talking about the ones that start, not the ones that have been like Possibilities, Kitty Hoynes. Like they're just always going to do well.
I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
They're Syracuse staples.
Rise and shine. I mean, talk about creating something not truly unique for the world, but truly unique for Syracuse.
Is that the biscuit? No.
Rise and Shine Diner. They have Westcott and Thompson. I mean, they're doing like the crazy concoctions and all that kind of stuff. So that stuff works. Now is the time in the world where you could go under any day, or any month, right? Is the time to
Maybe
pivot.
tomorrow. I don't know.
No.
So we're going to go quiet for another second. Podcast. End this episode. And then we'll talk. All right, we're back, everybody. Thanks for
guys.
thanks for the 2 minutes.
I just had to go hug the bear over there. That was nice.
Joel just pounded the remaining bottle of Howler.
No, he drunk the whole thing, literally.
Look,
I mean, Joel did drink about half that bottle today, so I just want that to be known.
My sister
Whatever.
made a,
It's not a
hammer
contest.
on a bottle of Screwball last night.
All right, well, there it is. Thanks, everybody, for checking out this episode. Go down and check out 317 Montgomery Street. They are located at 317 at Montgomery Street. I love that joke.
Right next to the OHA, right across from the YMCA.
OHA, right across the street from the
Yes,
YMCA.
and check out OHA too. It's actually
You saw
very cool.
you saw on our Facebook and Instagram, we did, in fact, go to dinner there, and we enjoyed it. Everything was delicious. So
Thank you.
go there, 317 Montgomery Street, and they'll be on sometime in December.
Take
for
out
our
a
Christmas
curbside
episode.
pickup, man. That's,
Yeah.
or
Or Grubhub, DoorDash.
Yeah.
I mean, don't go to those places first. But
Yes, call us.
yeah.
Call us.
What's your
That's
phone
what we
number?
want.
Joel's got a very nice voice.
What's our number?
317.
I've had a lot of banana
whiskey.
whiskey here, banana, whatever it is.
315-214-4267.
Oh, look at that.
There we go. So go find them. They're on the Eat Local New York card. And there you go. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Buy some cards.